Ize says that Edolites and Edo people has a lot because he said he brought light to Edo State and he does not know why the people had to reject him, but he knows what he brought to the state and why the people did not receive what he actually brought. And right here, he went through an interview and some of the things he revealed are so shocking and surprising. I'm sure you want to know. But anyway, if you are right here for the first time, please ensure that you hit the subscribe button. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you for being here. You are wonderful. I appreciate you so much. And don't forget to like this video and give this video a thumbs up and turn on your notification bell. Okay guys, let's hear what Ize has said. He was asked that your simple agenda, which is your manifesto, has been applauded and condemned at the same time. What is the main thrust of that document that it is attracting so much attention? He said, it is my roadmap and manifesto on how I believe Edo State can be governed and developed. The S means security and the social welfare. The I means infrastructural development and urban renewal. The M stands for manpower development. The P stands for public and private partnership. The L means leadership by example. And the E is employment and empowerment scheme. So this is what the simple agenda is all about. Of course, it is much more detailed, but what I have is what we intend to handle and deal with by the time we get elected to office. The acceptance of the agenda has been overwhelming, but I lost the election. So they said there were videos circulating on social media about the former governor and all of that to dent his image and all of that. He said it wasn't a dent of his chances of getting elected because people know the context in which those statements were made, and the man who has said those things has now owned up to the fact that he said those things not because they were true, but because he was desperate to demarket a very formidable candidate, and the governor who wanted to be re-elected rather than using those giant screens to showcase his achievements in office. He said he's busy playing tapes of where Pastor Sageze Iyamo was being insulted. He said, what are his achievements? What has Obaseki done? What project has he completed? That those are the kind of things that one would have to think about before re-electing a governor. That all of this that Obaseki has failed. He said even over the years, there has been no electricity for years, and he keeps promising them one thing or the other. And now that he's been re-elected, what will the people do? And he was asked another question about the issue of the 700 million naira fraud that the case is still being investigated. And he also responded, he said there's nothing to that allegation, that the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission put up a chart about the matter, but it is clear that the whole world, since nobody has refuted that the money was never paid to his account, they needed somebody to sign for the money, which he did from the bank, and the money was taken to the leader's house, and people signed for it, that the EFCC is in receipt of that signature, that he did not get anything from the money, and he is worried. Well, the case will be heard this month anytime soon, so we have to keep our fingers crossed and watch what is going to happen at the end of that case. Definitely, he has lost the Edo State election, so he would be flogged. And I hope that the APC, anyway, the APC are still the ruling party. They know how to save their candidates and know how to save their own. And he was also asked about the issue of security, that is a huge problem during and even after campaign, and for elections and all of that. Now, what can he do, and what is the stake about violence in Edo State? He said he has cried about violence, and he deliberately orchestrated, that some of the violence in the state are deliberately orchestrated by the People's Democratic Party and Obaseki. And he keeps blaming, he said, because they are trying to manipulate people and manipulate things during the election period. So definitely they had some people that they had to pay to ensure that there's violence in the state, to make it look like they are the wrong people, they are the bad people that have been causing violence in the state. But he said he was also asked that if he has been going around selling his candidate to the people, telling them what they would do when he gets elected, that he should explain what his journey has been so far after the election. He said it is a normal thing for him to go through this part and undertake this journey. But of course, he said he's not tired. He's still ready to go forward. He's still ready to work for the state. He's still ready to ensure that his light is shown to everyone in Edo State, that he has brought light to Edo State, and everyone must see that even though he has lost this election, definitely, he said there are things that he's still trying to check to ensure that he comes out as the governor of the state. He said, and he was asked that what actually inspired his political office holding, and with promises that what can he fulfill if he's actually given the chance to, become the governor of the state. He said his simple as agenda would guide him as to what to do as the governor of the state, that whatever he is able to do, that he believes it is achievable, and he will make sure that his simple agenda is realistic and time bound, and he would come up with, a lot of things that are doable, not things that are, vague, that he will make sure that things that there will be visionary leadership, and there will be sincerity and transparency, that he assures everyone that all these things are workable, and he will put them in a document and all of that. But really, all these things are medicine after death, because definitely the election is over. Everyone's mind is already settled for what they have, and he himself, he has also been advised to forget about any case he's trying to drag with Governor Godwin Obaseki, that he should just concede to defeat and allow peace to reign and work with the present government of the day. And he said at least Edo people still tried, that they voted for him, even though he never win. But then a lot of people voted for him. That is to show how much love and how much influence he has in the lives of a lot of people. So it's not just about winning, it is also, about influence, and also lives that he has affected in time past. But all the same, I hope that he does not use his own hand to destroy his political career. He should just let this go and, work with what he has at the moment and work with the government of the day. And I think everything will be fine at the end of it all. But going to the extent of trying to criticize the government of the day would not bring any good to him, because those are some of the regrets that Shomole is actually going through today. So he shouldn't become like him, that his own political career is still very young, so he should be careful on the kind of words he uses at this very moment. But all the same, guys, thank God you've heard everything. Thank you so much for listening. If you have comments, please drop them in the comment section and give this video a thumbs up. Do have a pleasant time. Bye.